Rugrats, the Baby Vanishes. This episode is about Angelica telling the babies about some vanishing cream to try and get a chocolate pie, I think it was, yeah. This is a bit of a weird one, because this technically was a comment suggestion. Actually, it was just today. I actually got a comment to do this episode from Tyler Caswell, I believe. That's their name. They've actually suggested this episode quite a bit throughout the past few years. I just haven't really done anything with the episode because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely frank with you. I'm not really familiar with Rugrats, to be honest. I've watched a few episodes here and there back whenever I was very, very little. But really, I haven't dived into this show, like, ever. So, I wasn't too sure if I could review it, like, actually properly. They also want me to do with Hot Sins at one point. That also kind of fell through because I just wasn't really too sure what to say. But now, thankfully, as a reviewer who has done this for a few years now, I feel experienced enough to tackle this episode, despite the fact that I really haven't watched much of the show. So looking at this episode from someone who doesn't really have a ton of experience with this show, this episode is fine. I do know Angelica, and I do know how bratty she is, which this episode actually kind of brings up. But I don't know, man. Everything she did in this episode for her father to just be like, oh, you learned your lesson. You've been punished enough. No. If anything, that's enabling her. Because it is so clear and obvious that she was just saying that because she was going to be invisible forever. And that's the whole point. But her mood shifts immediately upon her father being there. Like, it was... Like I said, the episode's fine. It is classic Rugrats. It is very much classic Rugrats, where Angelica tells the babies about something, the babies go along with it, they start doing it, and somehow it kind of works. And Angelica technically gets comeuppance for it. Technically she does. Whenever Dee Dee and all of them act like she's invisible. Completely convenient because they weren't acting like she was invisible, they were just ignoring her. But it still works, you know, it still works. That's why I say this episode's fine, because there were certain parts of this episode that were really, really funny. I especially love the part with Angelica saying, I can't watch, no I can. And the part whenever Angelica puts the glasses on Stu. Oh my, I found your glasses. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Very, very, very different to what I usually do, in terms of reviewing stuff. But I figured since we're in kind of like a dry spot in terms of reviewing stuff, I figured I might as well just go ahead and do this. Thank you, Tyler, for the suggestion. Take care, everybody.